And we're back
We're
again.
back.
Through the magic of video.
Yes. Time is all
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. And today we're here to talk about movies.
And Netflix shows and stuff that we like.
I'm currently watching The Chestnut Man on Netflix.
How is it?
It's not bad. Definitely better than Christmas Twister. Christmas Twister sounds like some weird kink.
So bad. So bad.
Give me a Christmas Twister, baby.
Christmas Twister me, daddy. I mean, never mind. I didn't say that.
Tied up in lights.
Oh my goodness.
Oh geez. Yeah, so possibly the worst movie I have seen this year is Christmas Twister. It's awful. Enough said.
Yeah, you mentioned it's really bad.
So bad.
Wow.
Like I said, I had to cleanse my brain palette with The Witcher season 2.
Yeah, well, there's a bestiary as well.
Yes.
I've got to watch that. And then there's the anime. I haven't watched that yet either.
Indeed.
You know what I have been watching is I watched a movie with Sandra Bullock in it. And man, it was good. I can't remember the name.
Was
I'm
it
looking
Bird
for
Box?
the name. No, it wasn't Bird Box. I'm trying to find my history of stuff that I've watched, but I can't.
Yeah, Netflix makes it harder and harder to find stuff that you've already watched.
Yeah.
And I did get sunburned.
Did you? Just from sitting in front of the window?
Yeah, just from having the sunlight hit me.
Wow.
The Mortuary Collection on Shudder is fantastic.
Is it?
That might be one of the better movies I've seen this year.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Dune was also really good.
Tell me about it.
Made a lot more sense than the one that David Lynch put out. But given the time, the era, I guess, that David Lynch put out Dune, there was no way he was ever going to encompass the books in that movie in 4 hours. There was just no way. It was impossible. But that was, before sequels were a thing. So yeah. This new one is basically just like the beginning of Dune. It's like, whoa, like we just finally got to see the worm at the end of it. So it's like this whole build up thing, and I was just like, wow, that's really neat. But yeah, lots of dreams and stuff like that. Little bit of backstory, a lot more character fleshing out.
I watched some more episodes of The Witcher and the backstory. Man, I've got 2 episodes left. I don't want you to spoil them for me, but I'm just saying, I just finished the episode where Yennefer runs off with Ciri. And he's like, Yennefer, stop. And she's like, I wish I could. And I'm like, oh.
How about when she comes back and, she's like, how is this possible? He's like, I don't care. And I'm like,
I know. I was like, oh my God.
I was like, shut up again. Yeah, it hit me in the feels. Totally in the fields. So like, yeah.
Roach. That's all I have to say. Almost as bad as Artax.
It was super, super, super sad. I feel like it was far more poignant than Artax, because he's literally sitting there like putting his hand on the horse's head and
telling it blessings, and yeah,
and I'm just like, oh. And you could tell like his heart was breaking, and I'm like,
yeah. I'm like, why don't you just heal him? You do the magic, do the healing.
Not that kind of Witcher. Yeah, but the interesting thing is you find a bunch of stuff out later about that the Chernobog. So that is fascinating.
The stuff about where they're from, the monolith and stuff. But there's more to it, isn't there?
Oh, so much more.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm
And
so excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like there was one episode where there's like a big fight and all of a sudden this thing happens and I'm like and the look on Gerald's face as he just like stares in horror and he's like, no. And I'm like,
oh no. Henry Cavill's good at that face.
He's so good at brooding.
Oh man, that face.
So good at that, like, yeah,
that surly.
Yeah. And then the behind the scenes stuff, you see him and he's like laughing and joking around. He's just like a big goofball. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know
how tall is he?
Huh?
How tall is he? Because I'm trying to gauge the height of that actress. Like, is she supposed to be a child, like 10 or 11 years old, or is she?
No, she's supposed to be a teenager.
Teenager.
Yeah, because they were like trying to marry her off.
And in those times, if you were 10 or 11, they could marry you.
Well, no, it was something like 16, 17, something like that.
Okay. I want to touch the bone. Poor guy.
He's just like.
He comes in there on purpose to get objectified now, doesn't he?
I think he does. I think it amuses him.
Does.
He's just like, yeah, that's right. Cake.
Look at that body.
It's going all Magic Mike over there.
He's too sexy for his shirt.
He's too sexy for his pants half the time. Walks around in his underwear.
As he should. It's his house.
Well, it's usually with the windows open so that the entire neighborhood can see. He's got his underwear, a t-shirt, and some socks on. And I'm like,
is he wearing sandals also? Because that would complete the look.
Classic.
So classy. And on that note, we should probably wrap this one up.
Yeah, that's recorded for posterity.
Yeah. We'll come back with more movie stuff another time.
I suppose. In the meantime, go watch Christmas Twister.
Yeah. Or The Witcher. I definitely recommend The Witcher several times. Watch it and then savor it, and savor it as you watch it, and then watch it again to savor it some more.
And then watch season 1 all over again.
Yeah.
I heard that they are trying to replace Henry Cavill with Matthew Bomer as The Witcher.
Interesting.
And I'm like, but
he'd be good
right there.
Yeah, he's right there and he's doing a great job. But maybe if they brought Matt Bomer on as another Witcher.
Maybe. I mean, they do look really similar.
They do look really similar.
I was like, I saw a picture of Matthew Bomer and I was like, is that Henry Cavill? And all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, that's Matthew Bomer. So yeah. It's a little weird. They could be broken.
Yeah. They could be. Those chiseled jaws.
I know, right? Unlike Casper Van Dien with his wired shut jaw.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been weird except that everybody talked like that.
Were they like supposed to be from Boston or something?
Texas.
Texas?
Yeah, and only one person in the whole thing had like a twang.
Southern drawl. Well, not everybody in Texas does.
Yeah, but there's always like a light twang.
Yeah.
This woman had like a very, very, very
pronounced
twang. Yeah. And she looked like Jennifer Love Hewitt. It was like they found the dollar store version of Jennifer Love Hewitt. And they're like, just go be Jennifer Love Hewitt. It's like
the Wish version.
yeah, it was kind of, you know, yeah, it was the Wish version, really.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a weird movie, so weird, so worth it for that one death scene though.
I'm gonna try and watch it tonight.
Yeah, do it, because that death scene is just fantastic. It's awful. When you see somebody going, like literally just staring at their demise, watching it going, and I'm like, that's when you move out of the way, like it's coming right at you, and you're just like, and then you're like, ah. And I'm like, you had like 5 minutes and you didn't move. It's like what was that movie with the security guard getting run over by the Zamboni? And they're like, ah!
It was like,
was it Deadpool?
Yes.
Deadpool was one of them, but there was another one with the security guard and he's like yelling stop. Maybe it was
I want to say Happy Gilmore.
No, it was like a paver. Like a
that was Dr. Evil. That was a Mike Myers thing. That was a Dr. Evil thing.
Right. And he's like yelling, stop, and all of a sudden he just like rolls over.
But it's like it's way across the thing from him.
It was, but then all of a sudden it's like they just run over.
It was Austin Powers.
That's what she just said.
Oh, well,
Austin
I didn't hear
Powers.
it because you were talking over top of her.
That's how we talk. That's how we talk.
It's not that odd.
Not that odd. Oh my gosh. But on that note, tell us your favorite worst movies in the comments.
Yes, because we should do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah, we'll totally watch it.
Blow by blow.
Give commentaries.
We should.
With spoilers, because
yeah,
some of these movies, man.
I know.
Not all of them can be as, you know, cinematic greatness as Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No. No, that's a hard one to beat.
It is. That's such a fantastic movie in comparison.
It really is. It's the perfect
Christmas
film.
Twister.
Help My Girlfriend's an Alien. Is that?
Even that one is better than Christmas Twister. I mean, I thought Sharknado was kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel, and then
that happened.
And then this happened, and it made Sharknado look like gold.
All right, well, same time, same channel, soon. Bye.